Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Command and Conquer Red Alert. It's time for the final mission. The final mission of the non-canonical Soviet storyline. And that one's going to be... Oh, maybe that was a Counterstrike mission. There it is. Paradox equation. We received a garbled transmission from a scout group sent into a suspected Allied test site. Transmission begins. All. Test area discovered. Chrono. Test going crazy. Weapons affected by. Air units inoperable. Area unstable. Chronosphere must be affecting. Transmission lost. You are to investigate this. If the chronosphere is indeed behind it, this is a perfect opportunity to capture it. See that it happens. So finally we can redeem ourselves after the previous failures, capture the chronosphere, and defeat the last of the Allied resistance in Great Britain. For Kane.
Yes, sir, at once. Ready and waiting.
Alright, let's move out. Now this is a mission where your objective is just to capture the chronosphere. You don't have to destroy all enemy units. That means we can be clever about it. This is a pretty infamous mission, because, as it turns out, the premise of the mission is the chronosphere is causing units to behave abnormally. Now, it might look like these riflemen are just normal, but actually they're way tougher than normal. The grenadiers can throw their grenades there, farther than normal, thank you for demonstrating, and they kind of explode with a big napalm charge. All kinds of units have been changed in a variety of ways. Mammoth tanks, if I remember, are kind of useless now because they just shoot little licks of flame. They're like crappier flame tanks, basically. However, the heavy tanks have basically become stronger Tesla tanks. So heavy tanks are going to be our bread and butter in this mission. I'll station some guards here because the enemy is going to try to do a clever attack where they destroy this tree and then launch an attack down through that little canyon. Yeah, rifle infantry now cost twice as much because they are far stronger than they are normally. But yeah, we can go about this mission in a clever way. We don't actually have to wipe out all of the Allied forces on the map, which is nice. And if I pull it off, that means we can complete this mission pretty quickly. Okay, you can see that the light tank is basically now a heavy tank. It fires 2 powerful shots in rapid succession. So the light tanks have become a lot stronger. Allied artillery are now basically armed with cruiser weapons, so they have extremely long range. In other words, they actually act a little bit like real-life artillery now. So that's cool. You just kind of have to accept, for the sake of balance in gameplay, that units have what would be absurdly short ranges compared to their real-life counterparts in these games. Like, tanks are shooting, what, 50 yards? They can shoot at things that are miles away in real life. So we're going to go ahead and get some heavy tanks. They now cost 1,500. They're worth it, trust me. They've become so strong. Like I said, they're basically Tesla tanks now. Except I think that they're a little tougher. I don't think they're quite as fragile. You know, we might as well destroy this bridge. We're not going to want it. It's just providing the Allies with a way to attack us. I don't know if purely incendiary weapons can actually destroy a bridge. Go help him. I don't know if purely bullet-type weapons can either, come to think of it, but and this guy shoots lightning. We don't have any proper explosives. Well, we can but try. It'll be an experiment. We'll see what kind of damage types actually count as affecting a bridge. Probably none of these. Alright, so we're going to start building up in this direction. And the reason we're doing that is twofold. One, there's an ore field around here, and we're going to want to build a refinery closer to it. And secondly, there's water up here, and we're going to want to build a sub-pen, because the sub-pen is going to provide us a backdoor to reach the Chronosphere Island. Alright, this is clearly not working. And that's going to allow us to complete the mission quickly in a real sneaky fashion. And not have to fight our way through the entire Allied base, which will take a lot longer. Oh right, that guy. I think we can deal with him using our heavy tank now. Okay, the heavy tank is actually pretty fragile. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it really is just a Tesla tank in every way. Alright, let's start constructing our second refinery. Oh, there's the Allied landing force I was talking about. Medium tanks just shoot a lot faster now. Don't know what this guy's doing. Also, I thought those guys were going to try and shoot through the trees. Maybe that's a later force. Okay, I wanted that guy to move, but I accidentally clicked on the silo. There we go. Okay, we lost our heavy. That's a real problem. We need to replace it before we build that second refinery. As you can see, the rifle infantry can take a real beating now. I think they're still squishable, though. Well, we're going to count on his durability to hold off that light tank while we finish construction of a replacement heavy. He'll lose this fight eventually, but boy, he sure holds out. Alright, the heavy's on the scene. Nice. Let's go take care of the medium. He's nearly dead. He won't be able to tank for very long. Still, he'll hopefully be able to distract the medium tank for a shot or two. Because, yeah, it turns out I was wrong. The heavy tanks aren't strong. They're fragile, just like regular Tesla tanks. Oh, okay. Nice. At last. That took forever. Okay, now we'll be making money a little faster. We're going to want a sub-pen and an LST. Hopefully we've revealed enough shroud that we can place the sub-pen. I think so. We're going to want to be careful with our placement too. I think we want to put it over here. Yeah, looks like it. So this is basically the back door to reach the Chronosphere Island, which is right here. Much easier than fighting our way through all the Allied forces scattered all over the map. Some of which are much stronger than normal thanks to the bizarre effects of the Chronosphere in this region. The malfunctioning Chronosphere. Here's a sub-pen. Might as well go kill this guy. He's making me nervous. Both of you, please. You lazy sod. Think you can get out of work? Go fight. Oh, he's just going to stand there and take it. Alright. Surprised we haven't seen any Allied artillery yet. We haven't seen that attack that tries to blast through the tree either. Oh, here come some attackers.
Training.
Oh, nice. A twofer.
Affirmative.
2-for-1 special.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Okay,
Acknowledged.
potentially a frightening attack, actually.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
I need more tanks.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Our LST is ready.
Acknowledged. Report acknowledged. Awaiting order.
I don't remember what changed about the rocket soldiers, if anything.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay, handled.
building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here comes another one.
Reporting. Affirmative.
A thief. Don't know where he's going, though. Couple of thieves.
Yes, sir. Yes, affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Nervous about moving too far outside my base. Okay, looks like they just double fire now, the rocket soldiers.
Affirmative. Reporting.
There's the attack I was waiting for. Okay, I think that
Waiting order.
the lightning heavy tanks, Tesla heavy tanks, will be able to deal with this.
Affirmative. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
If you're not ready for it, that can catch you off guard and be a pretty sneaky attack. Alright, and here's another landing.
Comrade.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
They killed my engineers!
Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative.
So yeah, they're cruiser artillery, basically.
Affirmative.
They just killed my engineers. I'm quite upset about that.
Unit ready.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Unit
Get wrecked.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Maybe I should put up some proper defenses. Okay, we are under heavy attack all of a sudden.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting order. Reporting. Affirmative.
Oh, this is not good. We're okay. That's just gonna go down real fast. Yep. So much for that.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Good grief. Okay, that's just cutting a line through my ore. That's awful. Die, you SOBs. Bozos. That was obnoxious.
building. Training.
Okay.
Sir. Acknowledged.
Fortunately, since they kindly made a path through this canyon to the ore forest, look at that like laser line through the ore. But since they blew that up for us, we can just stick a replacement refinery down there. Okay, let's begin our attack. It's a little risky because if we get attacked in the meantime, we'll be basically defenseless. I'm just kind of going to bank on that not happening.
Yes, sir.
Would somebody please board this transport?
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
There you go. See, you can do it if you try. You just have to believe in yourself.
Reporting.
Now it's your turn.
Unit
Uh-oh.
Engineering.
Okay, great. This is poor timing, to say the least.
Sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
If I Q move, I should win this fight handily.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay,
Acknowledged.
drat. Looks like I have to defend myself a bit.
Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Okay,
Affirmative.
resume the attack. Oh, for crying out loud.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Never mind.
Report. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Tell you what, I'll just leave one guy parked there,
Yes, sir.
and I'll attack with the rest of these tanks.
Acknowledged.
There, this should improve our economic situation.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I really wanted to destroy that, but I don't have any explosives.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Got bullets, incendiaries, lightning.
Affirmative.
our base is under attack.
Okay, I think we can hold that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
That was a big explosion. Did I just lose an ore truck or something? Nope, all 3 ore trucks are still accounted for. Okay, seems fine. Now, let's start blasting a path to the chronosphere.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh, there's one of those
Awaiting order.
dang cruiser artillery.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. At one. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Oh wow, and a destroyer? Okay. Even if we take a shortcut to the island, it's not like the way is unguarded. Oh man, the guy I was sending to deal with the artillery, I lost him.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Guys.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's try this force.
Awaiting orders.
We really need to do something about that artillery or it's going to cause us serious problems.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay, good. Now go get it. Okay. Excellent.
Acknowledged.
Well done.
Acknowledged.
Now, resume the attack.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Hopefully I don't lose those guys.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Oh, okay, quite the attack.
Acknowledged.
I want to defend that, I guess.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
You two can accompany the attack force. Now, the chronosphere is going to be guarded by a general who
Unit
may be somewhat souped up by the chronosphere's strange effects.
Waiting order.
We can perhaps imagine that maybe this general is the Allied High Commander, General von Essling.
Acknowledged.
We killed Stavros earlier in Mousetrap.
Report. Affirmative.
Now it's time to get the other major Allied leader.
Acknowledged.
As Great Britain falls and we finally get our hands on a chronosphere.
Waiting affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
This should be enough of a force to
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
clear out the remaining defenders, including General Stavros, I think.
ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
There he is.
Unit lost.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely been souped up.
Vehicle report. Affirmative.
We got him.
Vehicle report. Yes, sir.
Alright, now I just need to crush some
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
fencing.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
There we go.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Okay, get these engineers into the chronosphere and it should be well done to us.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Low power. Mission accomplished.
Finally, a chronosphere is ours. Great Britain has fallen. General von Essling is dead. And now it is time to move on to the Soviet ending and to our great victory. Rejoin you for that in just a moment.
Amazing, these English, how quickly they adapt. They must truly have been crying out for our victory. They have abandoned their old rulers faster than rats, leading a sinking ship. We have done what no one else has dared. The Soviet Union stretches across the entire continent. We have liberated Europe at last. It's time to celebrate. See? Well, why not? When in Rome, Excellent. General, you have covered yourself in great honor. I will see to it personally that you are very well taken care of. Nadia, this tea is truly excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself.
Poison? You bitch!
You bastard pig! You will never touch me with your filthy hands again. Well, General, this temporary chaos in Europe will only help to fuel the Brotherhood's cause. For centuries, we have waited to emerge from the shadows, and now we will make ourselves known. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and took up residence in the land of Nod. You have done well to serve us, and for that, you should be rewarded. We estimate that the Brotherhood will tire of the USSR in the early 1990s. Until then, you will keep the peace. Fight our battles where you must, and you'll remain our loyal and obedient servant for the foreseeable future.
The foreseeable future. Comrade Chairman, I am the future.
And that is why, sort of role-playing, I decided to act as though I were a Nod agent through the entire campaign. You can interpret the ending that way. You can also interpret the ending as you actually were a Soviet general, and then Cain just sort of kills everybody else and elevates you to the position of Soviet chairman. But I think it's more fun to imagine that we were a Nod agent from the very beginning. Why Cain killed Nadia, who also seemed like she was a pretty loyal agent of Nod, I have no idea. Maybe just some random dramatic writing there. But anyway, that's going to do it for the Soviet campaign. More evidence that Westwood had originally been intending Red Alert to be a direct sequel to Command and Conquer. I think that I've read that originally Westwood was going to try to reconcile the difference between the two timelines, since obviously Red Alert no longer could be considered a prequel once Red Alert 2 came out and did its own completely different thing that was totally incompatible with CNC. But I read that Westwood originally had intended to reconcile the two timelines using the chronosphere or something. But honestly, it just sounded kind of weird, and once Red Alert 2 and 3 it came out, I kind of feel like just leave Red Alert in its own separate timeline. But it is interesting as a fan of the game to come up with like fan campaigns and that sort of thing, figuring out how you actually could bridge Red Alert with Command and Conquer. That's a really fun thing to do. Well, that, like I said, that's pretty much going to do it. However, we're not done yet. Just like in the Command & Conquer playthrough, where I did the secret dinosaur fun park missions, there are secret missions to do here in Red Alert. And we have not done those yet, so that's coming up next. If my memory is correct, then those missions, the giant ant missions, are quite a bit better crafted and more fun than the dinosaur missions were, which from a pure mission design standpoint were honestly not very good, but I think the ant missions actually are better and are fun missions to play, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Anyway, that's going to be coming up next. We don't really need to watch all the credits again, especially since the game is bugged and isn't showing the pictures in the background. So we can go ahead and stop it there. Well, next up is going to be the Giant Ant campaign. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.